Good morning, everybody. It is right now the 25th of May, and today I am 19 days and I am 19 weeks and 7 days pregnant. So I thought I would talk about week 19 in general and just everything that kind of happened to me. So the pregnancy has gotten a little easier. I do feel a little bit more pregnant, I guess. I'm starting to have a bump, and I'm starting to feel the stretching in my abdomen and in my hips and in my back. I'm starting just to have a little bit of pain. Nothing that's like sharp or anything, just a dull pain, kind of like a stretching pain, which is completely normal. And then this week for me, actually the most scariest thing happened, and I thought I would tell you guys about it so you guys would know. So this week started like the week of summer. We're finally going to have hot weather every day, etc. So what I did for myself is I cut out soda completely. I was like, I'm not going to have any soda. I'm going to have just water because when I'm hydrated, I feel better. So that's what I did. I cut out just water. The morning sickness is kind of there, kind of not. It's just more of like, you know what I mean. So I've cut out, soda completely, and that is my one main way to get sugar, I guess. So then this happened Sunday and Saturday. So that's what kind of scared me the most. So Saturday night, I ended up getting a smoothie from Smoothie King, and I ended up getting a booster from Smoothie King as well in my smoothie. I drank the smoothie, and about an hour later, I started to get really hot. Thought it was a hot flash, no big deal. And then it never went away, and I got hotter and hotter to the point where I'm like sweating in front of this fan, and I was like, I don't know what it is. Something's wrong, I don't know what it is. I think my body is reacting to the booster that I got in my smoothie. I've gotten this booster before when I was not pregnant. So, so then they're like, go home, take it easy and see what it is. Obviously, if it keeps happening, go to the doctor or go to urgent care. So I went home, I took it easy, kind of laid in bed, and it went away. So I thought it was just a reaction, no big deal. Sunday comes around, and the same thing happens again, but it starts to get worse. I start to get really lightheaded. I'm super hot. And like when you're about to pass out and you get those little black dots on the side of your eyes, that's what started to happen. So when I started to get the black dots, I was like, okay, this is too much for me. I called my manager because I work essentially by myself at my second job. I called my manager. I told them what was happening. They all know I'm pregnant. They're like, girl, you got to do what you got to do, and we, go home. I called my doctor on call, and he said that's perfectly normal. Just go home and take it easy. So a couple days pass, and I ended up changing a couple things in my routine. I still take the same amount of vitamins and all that, but I did some research, and I guess what had happened is my sugars had crashed from on Saturday. I had ate that night, which helped a ton. And then Sunday morning, because I really didn't eat a lot of sugar, because I just naturally don't eat a lot of sugar, then they crashed Sunday too, but they crashed even harder because my main source of sugar, the soda, I had cut out completely. So that's what happened to me, and it was very scary to me because I thought something was really wrong. I thought something, like I needed to go to the doctor, that I needed to go to the emergency room, like something's wrong. My body cannot regulate its heat, and we figured out that my sugars my sugar intake had crashed. It wasn't caffeine, it was sugar. So then I've had to at least drink one soda a day, which I do hate about that, but that's okay. So I've changed that. I've changed up my meds just a little bit. And other than those two scares that I had, everything has been extremely good. I feel more pregnant. Sleeping has become a little harder, but I think that's just because I'm getting bigger. It's also getting hotter outside, etc. I do sleep eventually, but it just takes me a little bit longer to get more comfortable. But yeah, so this week actually hasn't been that bad. Other than those two scares, I think everything was okay. I'm glad I learned that now and in an environment where I could cool myself off, other than learning that like at a park or at a like kayaking, where I could not get myself to a cooler situation and I could not immediately drink something that had sugar in it. I need to get some Capri Suns. Those will be some good ones. So if that's ever happened to you, maybe it was your sugar that crashed, and maybe you do need a tiny bit more sugar because your body does need more nutrients because of the baby. And I was cutting out sugar completely because I thought that would be better, but it is better to have maybe a little bit more. But yeah, so next week's going to be a completely different kind of video. Next week we go for our gender ultrasound, which is super exciting. And then we'll have our gender reveal party that Sunday. So next week's video will be a little late. But yeah, that's actually all I have for you for this week. Week 19 of pregnancy. We are halfway there, you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.